Hello and welcome to my channel, and welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you might find yourself in. As always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left, 2 is in the middle and 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. There's also a link to my Facebook page if you'd like to follow me over there. I'm sharing oracle cards most days of the week. And there's also a link to my scheduling page. If you'd like to book a private reading, you should be able to organise that on there. However, I'm not too sure what is left for the month. And at the end of each month, I open up spots for the following month. So just keep an eye on that if that's what you're after. And I will leave you to your selection. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Trolleyite Obelisk, and this one is for you. So this one is all about facilitating meditation, helping to envelop you in that tranquil space where you can disconnect from the distractions of the outside world and really increase your intuition and connect to your own sense of purpose and what you need to be doing. There's like a real getting honest with self feeling here. It also encourages setting and attaining personal goals, and there's a real sense of honesty with self in this reading. So self-discipline and personal responsibility and all of that sort of energy, which is actually really fitting for the beautiful personal power card. I'm responsible for my life, which is also a number 5. We have I'm determined, Capricorn energy. I think both of these are like I get that rebuilding sense from this, and it's a strong need to be connecting to your community, or perhaps you have a big community that you are responsible for as well. So, or within your family, within your home, within your community you live in. So, some of the signs I can see for this reading is Taurus, Leo, Capricorn, Leo again, and yeah, that's about it for this reading, but that's okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be your sign. It can be another part of your chart that's activated at this time as well. We have got the North Node in Taurus at the moment. So anyway, jumping into the past energy of your reading, we've got the Page of Wands, 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. This is past energy, and it's interesting. We've got at the list talk about being responsible and the crystal talking about that, shutting out the distractions of the outside world and setting and attaining goals. And then we see the beautiful Page of Wands here as well. In this depiction, as we see quite often in this particular deck, she's let these lizards crawl over her, and one's bitten her on the finger, and they're still on her. So it speaks about the beginner's mind. It speaks about learning through trial and error. I think it talks about maybe making the same mistake twice, perhaps, because you're still learning, and that's okay. But with the 2 of Wands here and then the Page of Pentacles, it seems to me like you've had quite an intuitive push towards making some changes in the way you're going about something, the way you're handling, dealing, responding, approaching a certain subject or relationship. It could be the way your routine looks as well. It could be all sorts of things to do with that. There's definitely some changes here that are more grounding and giving you more opportunity for growth and to grow something a bit more stable. Perhaps you've come from something that's maybe been a little bit unstable. There's certainly some energies here that reflect having gone through something perhaps quite unstable or quite uncertain and rocky, maybe quite destructive as well, but you've taken a path, a turn, something has happened. Maybe it was your choice, maybe not, but it's to say that in the past with the 2 of Wands, you've certainly connecting to an inner truth here that's leading you in a different direction, because you can't keep doing the same mistake is what I get here. And I don't, whether you want to call it a mistake or just continually learning the same lesson, maybe it shows up in different areas. But you're having a more grounded approach here. Perhaps this is an external opportunity. For some, I feel like it is, but for most, I feel like it's your opportunity that you've given yourself to just realign with what's most important. Maybe taking a bit of time out, maybe even doing a bit of spring cleaning around the home with the Four of Pentacles. This is also about saving your money and saving your time, saving your energy and resting. I do feel like, yeah, this group's perhaps taken a bit of time out to process a big change, a big crossroads. So it's really bright energy that we're moving into for the week ahead. We have the Empress and the Magician. This is really expansive. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands. It's so nice. So with all of this change, this redirection, this grounding, this extra energy and effort you're putting into organizing yourself and taking the right steps that seem to be very practical, you've got a lot of assistance, you've got a lot of guidance. Like each step of the way, you're being shown that it is the right step to take, and you're being given signs. You're very aware of those signs as well. Some people connecting to this reading, it's past loved ones that are talking to you quite strongly, telling you what you need to know, what step to take next, those sorts of things, encouraging you, and you're connecting to that really strongly, I'm getting. For others, this is all sorts of different guides and symbols and messages. There's talk of connecting to the fairy realm as well a bit later in the reading. But or however it is you receive your signs, they are abundant for you. You are connected and receiving them. And in the week ahead, I can see you really stepping up your game here with nurturing yourself and creating the opportunities for growth and change for yourself, really applying your strengths, your wisdom and your knowledge. There may be a beautiful opportunity to connect with your community here with the Four of Wands, or maybe even some big changes happening within your home space. Maybe you're doing a big clean out or rearranging furniture, painting, who knows. There's garden work, there's all sorts could be done here with the Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. It's all coming up. Things are lifting. I feel like for some, you may still want to take a bit of time out, but I think the wheel is turning and you're being ushered out into the world this week or in the path ahead, whatever time this hits you. And everyone has a little different timeline, but because they're weekly, it sort of does aim for weekly. Bottom deck energy I'm going to look at now, actually, just because I did. Just follow wherever we go. Five of Swords. Tower is in this reading, which we're going to get to next. Underneath that is the Star, and underneath that is actually Judgment. Oh, yes. Underneath that is the Eight of Wands. This is good. So Four of Cups as well there. So it may be this is more in the energy of the past where things have not been working out. Perhaps you've been focusing on maybe the wrong things, or just not going about it in a way that serves. And I think there's been a massive realization just looking at this personal power and devotion in these images here with the Eight of Wands and the Judgment card. You've had this strong calling to change things up here, to create a new way, whether it was your choice or just the way life unfolded for you that put you here. A way that is releasing the past, which it does feel like that's not an easy thing to do in this circumstance. It does feel like it's quite painful, and that there's a lot of healing that will come naturally from this path. It's just not as easy as it's not always so easy. I think that maybe there's some hard days and then there's some better days. You're certainly stepping into better days with the Magician, the Empress, really looking to expand your experience in life and look after yourself better. Perhaps you're tweaking your diet or your sleep schedule or work schedule, or something that's more nurturing to yourself and the people that rely on you. If you're a parent, just being there more for your children, or just creating a nice work-life balance. And definitely getting some of you an invite to go out into the community, or a birthday party, or some sort of gathering where you get to enjoy yourself and have a good time. I feel like that's really important, and it's actually echoed in this Sufi Wisdom Oracle card here too. Turn over a new page, let love lead the way. This is also about connecting to your community and letting letting yourself open up to new opportunities and connections, and putting yourself out there to meet new people. With the Magician, I can see that some of you might be doing that. And so there's also the message that some of the people you meet will be helping you along your way, whether that's a small moment of wisdom that they pass to you, or an extended friendship that endures your journey together. So let's jump up into the challenge area. We have got the Seven of Cups and the Tower. There is a lot of confusion having had a Tower moment, something that has perhaps ended, or like I've said before, maybe it's a destructive behavior that's no longer serving you. We've got the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords here as well. So it is not easy. The challenge is, it is happening for you 100%. With the Six of Swords, Four of Swords, you're being asked to leave that darkness behind. She's literally running towards the same yellow of this Four of Swords, which is rest and meditation, to take time out to contemplate what's going on. Maybe you're feeling very tired at the moment and very confused and overthinking, holding on to a lot of confusion about why things have happened the way they have and how to make sense of it all. Perhaps there is a real need to just unplug and to perhaps not try to work that out so much, but rather spend some time on a bit of clearing, to not resist the changes that are here, but rather just flow with them and step more into your power with them. I want to pick up this card now, actually. We have Sophia. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. And it does really speak to exactly that, allowing the divine plan, trusting the wisdom of the divine plan, and allowing what needs to fall away, and then stepping up where you know you should here when it comes to realignment, adjusting whatever needs to be adjusted, whether that's internal or external or both. I'm responsible for my life. I'm just trying to straighten it, and I'm wondering why it's not straightening, because it wants to be picked up. I'm responsible for my life. Straighten that crown, perhaps. 1111 I just saw. So what's going to help with the challenge? This is actually kind of sweet. Of course it is. The Nine of Wands, Swords. Gee. That would have been Six of Wands if I put it all together, which is in this reading. We'll get there. Nine of Swords. See the strength running away from that energy into a more contemplative, peaceful energy. Yes, it is the Two of Swords, but however, it's not as chaotic as this. You may be having some intense dreams. I know I had 3 nightmares in a row last night. I don't normally get that. That was intense. As soon as I wake up, I go back to sleep, and there's another whole fresh nightmare waiting to happen. It was really interesting, actually. I feel like I did so much in my sleep last night, not sleeping. And so you may actually feel that way too with this Nine of Swords energy, and a lot of the cards in this reading do talk to internal processing that is not easy, and has nothing to do with the external steps that you're taking, if that makes sense. Like you're taking steps on such a new path, but you're still processing the old one, is what I mean to say. And what is going to help here is perhaps even a little bit of exercise for some people, going out for a walk to clear yourself at the end of your day. Maybe it's just as a meditation type walk, a conscious walk, to connect to the sounds, the birds, the feet, where they land, the breeze against your skin, all of that presence in that walk. Or perhaps some more strenuous, go for a run if that's what you're after as well. I do love going for a run myself. But we're sort of, see how it's running away from the Nine of Swords into the Two, so into meditation. And with this card here, it's compassion and creativity. So I think that for the artists out there, the musicians, to really indulge in your practices there, poets, writers, all of it, to really enjoy the sweetness of life perhaps, and a little bit of inner reflection here, looking into the water, meditating on some of your positive qualities as well. I think this is some really gentle self-talk, kindness to self, compassion to self as you move through the processing and perhaps a bit of confusion, but trying not to haunt yourself with it as well. It is quite the process, so be gentle with yourself at this time. You don't need to have all the answers, you don't need to know everything right now. You just need to, I guess, ground and be determined to walk forward, turn over a new page, trust the wisdom. You are responsible. The Five of Swords, again, I want to pick up because I just feel I should. So I think this is also speaking, yeah, of course, yeah, competition. You're not in competition with anybody else. Your journey is unique and your own. And I see that here as well with this Seven of Wands, which is next. And then the Six of Wands, followed by the Sun. This is really beautiful. You're putting down the need to compete, to explain yourself perhaps, or to try and fight an uphill battle. Oh, yeah. And you're just putting the sword down in some areas perhaps, and just focusing on where it is you're effective, your personal growth, and some positivity about the direction you're headed in. Yeah, Six of Wands is from the Seven of Wands is wonderful. It's like you're putting down that one extra wand that was a waste of your time or a waste of your energy, or would distract you or take you away from what would actually bring you the greatest amount of success, growth, and happiness. So when we see the 7 reduced to the 6, it's like that's the further guidance. It's just to put down one more thing that you know you don't need to carry, and things will lighten. You will slowly, just one step at a time. Perhaps this is also overcoming certain things that are a challenge that you feel like, I think you're overthinking it. And if you just take one step towards it, like a certain piece of paperwork that needs to be finalized, or something that's overwhelming because you haven't taken that step yet, and that's the next step that will help you climb to success. And it looks like, I think you have really big goals and really big dreams, and because of that you might be overwhelming yourself with a mountain so high to climb. But really, if you just take one step and be present with that step, with the Sun, just really truly, before you know it, you will have a really wonderful view. Before you know it, you will be recognized for all of your hard work, or it will pay off with the Six of Wands here and the Sun. Outcome energy for this week. We have the Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords. So again, it talks back to that emotional processing. While there's such positive cards here that talk about supportive movement forward, connecting with your community, and taking good care of yourself, the Ace of Swords and Eight of Swords on either side of the Queen of Cups does mean you are still going to be going through maybe an emotional purge and feeling quite, like I said earlier in the reading, I think some days are going to be good, or some hours are going to be good, and then others you might have a bit of a dip where maybe you're thinking about something and it does spiral. So truth, clarity is going to be your saving grace. Overthinking is going to leave you like this. You do have tears to shed. I think it would be really helpful to perhaps talk to someone. I can see perhaps it's a relationship, maybe just clearing the air with someone so that you can move forward and let go of this feeling of stagnancy. If that's not possible, maybe talking to a friend or a support person of any kind, a therapist, anything whatsoever. But I think, yes, speaking about your feelings and not staying trapped in mind might be really helpful here. Six of Pentacles there, I think, is a really good idea to reach out and ask for help, or just even without the intention of going to get help for this issue, just connecting with another friend might be all you need, because you'll just maybe get to have a bit of a sounding board there. Nine of Wands, resistance for that. All right. Do not resist the changes that come your way. Don't delay the inevitable. Good timing. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. Don't let people suck the air out of your spirit. Same goes with the overthinking. Rejection is for your protection. And despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all of your dreams come true. The self-love prompts for the week is a 30-day challenge. I think this is just about showing up for something new every day. Will help feel like you are making progress and taking responsibility and determined to achieve your goals. Back to that crystal and setting and obtaining goals with I am determined and I am responsible, and a 30-day challenge. So whatever this is for you, maybe it's a morning yoga challenge, maybe it's a health kick challenge, or maybe it's a business goals challenge, but show up every day, show up. Get outdoors. Again, we got that conscious walking, or exercise, however it is, whatever your intention is, just getting outdoors, connecting with nature, receiving that love and that energy, working up early. Morning rituals are beautiful. the more you add to your morning ritual, the more excited you're going to be about starting your day. Clarifying your desires, cut through the confusion and use your intuition to guide you. You are perhaps needing a bit of quiet time out, and I think you've been in that time out, working through what serves and what's staying and what's going. We've got level up, of course we do, Empress and the Magician. It's happening, no doubt about it. Start small, start today, just start today. The sky's the limit. That is so big. Start small, start today, just start. I love that so much. And make new friends. Really nice when we see the turn a new page, opening your heart up, and the Four of Wands in this reading. So it really does speak to finding support in your community and in the connections that exist around you. Maybe it's your family or your friend or your neighbor or whoever it might be. Connect with those people. And if you don't have those people around, then putting yourself out there is strong in this reading to connect with new people and allow new experiences in. So, oh, pendulum. I remembered pendulum. I nearly forgot again. Okay, I'm going to do a little pendulum question. If you're new here, it's up to you if you want to join in for this. It's just a yes or no, so you can think about what question you might like to ask. And yeah. So show me yes, please. And show me no. Group 1's question, will that be a yes or a no? So that's a yes for group 1. Yeah, that was a yes. Hopefully that was supportive for you, but just, yeah, you don't have to join into that, and not everyone likes a pendulum, so that's why I'll put it at the end. Yeah, that's all I have for you now, group 1. Looks like you've got this. I believe in you. Hopefully this gives you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance, group 1, and I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Take care. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this big piece of amethyst, Jackson decided to choose the biggest ones he could find for this reading. So amethyst, of course we know it is the healer's stone, the intuitive stone, connecting to your intuition, which is very strong in this reading. All about vision, psychic vision, and envisioning the life you wish to create. This is also about healing and protection as well. So connecting to that sense of inner guidance and listening to it, like truly listening to it, responding. We're going to jump straight over to the Hanged Man on the bottom of the deck for this reading. So this is a big shift and change. I'm loving the sunlight that comes through on this card. It's like a dawn of a new day, and it's like time to reframe the way you're looking at something so that you can find yourself responding from a place of power, rather than, I guess, being affected so deeply by some changes that might be happening here. But let's jump in to the reading. So some of the energies on the table: Libra is here, Taurus and Aquarius, Leo twice, Pisces and Virgo. Aries and Saggy there too, I would say, with all that fire. Okay, let's jump into your reading. The past energy, we've got the Three of Swords, Three of Wands, sorry, Three of Swords, Four of Cups and Justice. So when I look at this energy, I feel like it could be like everyone's going to have a bit of a different timeline, but for a lot of you, I feel like this is something you've endured for a long time, this situation that you're coming out of now. With the Three of Wands, I feel like you did everything you could to create change here. In fact, I feel like you may have left this situation before and it's come back up, or you've had to readdress the situation, perhaps more than once. This might have been something an on again, off again relationship maybe, or just something that you felt stuck to and you've tried your best to create the best circumstances you can out of this situation, but each time I feel like you've just waited to be disappointed again, or to have this situation not work in the way you'd hoped it would. And I feel like the challenges you've been facing have been absolutely out of your control. I do feel like you've done the best you can here. There's a lot of stress in the Three of Swords with a moving truck there in the background as well. So it could be the logistics of life and where you're like your living arrangements that is giving the stress, or waiting for the news on some sort of change that's happening here. With the Four of Cups and Justice, I kind of feel like that Justice card is linked to the little fairy who's splashing her with water here as well. So it's like you've had something has happened, perhaps maybe it's your own internal knowing that's causing you to wake up from this situation, 333 on my recording time, to wake up from this situation and step up and step away perhaps, or create the change you need here with the Justice card. I feel like this justice is your doing. I do feel that way. It may not be, this could be external, but for a lot of you, I do feel like it's you saying enough is enough. I'm going to recreate my life. I'm going to recreate balance. I'm going to recreate whatever this situation is. I'm no longer going to be a victim to this situation, because I think you have been for a long time. For some, this may not be so long in long term, but it does feel like in a lot of endurance and a lot of pain. And it's with this Justice card, this may even be legal matters or an authority outside of you that has caused a great change, or some sort of, it just feels, the sound of the hammer coming down. It's that sort of, the way it lands in the reading is even like that, like it's separate from this past energy in a way. It does feel its own entity there, so very well could be, but I feel like a lot of it's you. So further guidance, further into the week ahead, we've got the Ten of Swords reversed, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Is a really nice energy, other than the Ten of Swords being in reverse, I guess. I mean, because it does mean that there's still holding on to the past perhaps, but I think with the Justice next to it and the Fool on the other side, though, there is quite a positive message there. What am I doing? Is that right? No, that wasn't right. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's it. I do feel like this Ten of Swords reversed is just the process you're going through to be able to recreate your situation. Completely, totally. There may be a bit of resistance to letting go at some points. Just currently, like that is going to change. That is going to lift whatever you're holding on to still with the Ten of Swords. That will get better in time, I feel, but it's just going to take some time. You need to give yourself that time. The Oracle cards that talk about that are all here too. We've got After the Rain, Silver Lining, Relief, Hope, Mercy, It's Over, and Acceptance. After the Rain, that's a pretty strong message of just relief, right? After what feels like serious endurance or something that's been really long and hard to battle with, and maybe the way you felt quite helpless in this situation, and it's time to actually step into where you actually might have some more personal power within the situation. Slow down to relax and break to enjoy the beauty all around you. These cards really do speak to taking a bit of time out with that Ten of Swords reversed to truly release and let yourself move into the acceptance and start to envision a new life, which is right after this Ten of Swords reversed, okay, with the Fool card. Beautiful. And the Nine of Pentacles. And then all of this is, see how she's like looking out to the future, like what's to come for me. And same, she's got this crystal ball here, she's envisioning. There's the King of Wands is on this table as well. The Eight of Wands is here. There's so much, the High Priestess, there's heaps to say. there's heaps that talks about the vision of your life and what's next for you. Even if what you're going through right now is painful and it's hard to see the silver lining, it's hard to see the opportunities. You can't, it's a little bit tricky, but keep trying, keep envisioning, and stay very positive about your future, because it is going to change and bring in a lot of blessings. It's going to take a bit of adjustment, you know, some steps, some effort. It's going to take some work, but you're absolutely redirecting, recreating, rebirth, everything. This Ten of Swords is a depiction of the Phoenix here. She's leaving behind this old source of flame and opting for her own creation here. The Fool, exploring new avenues. I think this is a new sense of self. I really feel like this is a new you that you're exploring and creating and enjoying learning about. The Nine of Pentacles can speak to growth in work, but feeling optimistic about all that you have. I'll bring up this card now. It really touches that. I am hopeful. And actually both of these, I'm hopeful and I'm responsible for my life. Some similar cards here coming up for group 1 as well. You might feel called to listen to group 1 reading also, but they are very similar in message. The Nine of Pentacles here and I am hopeful, it's actually like quite mirroring, because the Nine of Pentacles does talk to putting in the work but it's paying off at this point. You're seeing the results of that. Any steps you take in the new direction are going to pay off, and continue to envision with this I am hopeful. And look at even the mystical colors, just so beautiful and supportive. This is the Two of Wands. This is a new direction. This is crossroads. It's a new path, new career, perhaps new routines, new lifestyle choices. You're responsible for what you're creating, and you've got a very fresh canvas to work on, fresh start. Maybe you're a painter, an artist. So in the challenge, interesting, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, Hierophant, and the Star. And this is in the challenge. So I truly don't feel like the challenge is external for you. It's just a matter of taking these steps to really, the challenge is your willingness to step up, I think. But I don't even think that's such a challenge either. I think it's something that will naturally progress. The challenge doesn't feel like some external roadblock, let's put it that way. Things are changing, things are moving, and the challenge might be just going with that, allowing yourself to come out of the darkness and into something more grounded and committed and stable for you. With the Hierophant here, that can talk to higher learning. Perhaps you're looking to study something new, and it's time to actually get yourself ready for that big change of becoming a student or stepping up with your work and expanding in that area. Maybe it's promotional in the workplace, who knows? But this energy is very positive to be in the challenge area. We've got the Wheel of Fortune on the back here. So what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords next to that is that it's time to get off the wheel. It's time to stop victimizing yourself, or it's time to stop maybe beating yourself up for a situation, and it's time to just let that go and step further into what you know you need to step into. The amethyst is just on the table here. You're very connected to your source guidance, to yourself, to your higher self. You know so much about the direction of your path. You may not know the destination, but I think you've got a general sense of where you'd like to be headed and what's true for you and what's right for you. And that there's a lot of, again, with the Star card here and I am hopeful, there's so much here about envisioning. Even this one, the slow down and relax, this is so that you can envision a really bright future. It's time to be really optimistic. Maybe something you've wanted really badly has not worked out, and so there's pessimism or disappointment, but you've really got to stay positive about the vision you have for what's to come, because it is really super positive and full of growth and healing and just alignment and just what's right for you, what's true. I'm actually seeing the 5 here. This group 1 had that one, so it does talk about change, but then this is the 1, so it's change within the self, within who you are, how you feel about yourself. The choice is 12-12 I'm seeing. So in what is going to help with the challenge, it's quite the continuum of what we already saw. The Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Strength, and the Four of Swords. So this is again more talk of that powerful visionary energy. There's so much power in the imagery for your reading, group 2. So this is talking about it as well, sharing your vision with other people, getting your message out there perhaps, studying and learning new information, but lots of action and movement, maybe exercise might be helpful for you too, some grounding, getting outdoors. We've got, even with the guy running here, Ace of Pentacles, this can certainly be an exercise routine that helps ground you and helps you feel stable and supported. In the Four of Swords as well, with Slow Down and Relax Oracle card, it does speak to just perhaps just taking your time with these steps as you move forward, and just trusting that each step is stepping you closer to the magic you're envisioning, you're aligning, you're creating. But slow and steady wins the race here. Things may move forward very fast at some points, but not all at once, if that makes sense. So I think there's going to be maybe a bit of stop-start, or just, yeah, but that's okay. I think any of the slowness is a very welcome, steady pace for you at this time. And yeah, it might be preferred that things are not so fast right now. I know that's how I feel anyway. Certainly wanting to take it slow at the moment. Yeah, lots of personal strength here to overcome some of the pain you might still be feeling while you're processing and resting. And it might be in rest time that lots of heavier thoughts do come up, and you are still reflecting and trying to allow yourself to be moved by the greater plan here. Further guidance, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. You can see here reunion with family and friends. That might be really supportive for you with the Six of Cups here. This can also talk about a soulmate energy that is supportive to you with the King of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, somebody who perhaps isn't constantly in your life but comes and goes from your life. There may be a reconnection here. Obviously that's not for everyone. For most people here, it is about creating your magic. More of this talk about vision, right? There's so much here about getting in touch with your intuition, your magic, and following through with that. There's a lot of motivation and excitement in these cards here as well. For some people, this is healing childhood wounds and going quite deep in that way, in that area, and looking at the things from childhood that might still be showing up, some old patterns perhaps that you're working through, so that you can grow past those responses and break through those old patterns and really truly create the life that you want here. For some people, this is stepping up in your workplace. I can see that a few times here. Stepping up into bigger roles of leadership, promotion, or promoting yourself perhaps, taking that step to share your message. This person is a guide. They're sharing their message to the people that are listening. And I think you are a guiding light for a lot of people. Maybe it's within your home space. Maybe it's within a greater community. But you've got a lot of magic here to connect to. And I do feel like you're exploring that. For some people, I'm seeing healing somebody within the family using Reiki or healing, intuitive healing modalities, whatever it might be. Maybe that's something that's just naturally something your guides have taught you to do. You're definitely advised to follow through on anything that feels intuitively guided here, because it is supportive and important. Further, the outcome is really, really beautiful. Love this card, Judgment. So nice. The High Priestess, again, like with that big amethyst stomping there on the table, and all these cards about your divine magic. Similar imagery here. Look at these sisters on the beach. For some of you, might be called to create a circle for sisters, to bring people together, to create sacred space for people to go through, the hold space for them to go through their own transformation, their own healing. I feel as well, full moon meditations on the beach, group work in that way. Maybe you're feeling called to create that or attend that with these cards. But for a lot of you, the main message here is about answering that calling. You know what is right and what you need to do here. You're so connecting to yourself here. I feel that is absolutely, it's the same goddess, you know, and I just feel like that's you connecting to source, connecting to you. With the Three of Cups, there's a great deal to celebrate having taken steps along this journey. You will only receive celebration and blessings as you go further onto this path. There is, when I see that, I keep coming back to that after the rain card, keeps standing out to me. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over, and acceptance. As you come through that and really just get in touch with your own practices, ground yourself and take the time you need to slow down and heal, and start to envision a new future for yourself, and then those steps will pay off. You will be guided each step of the way. You are not alone, and you will find, if you're looking for that, especially here with the Three of Cups, you will find connection, community, and people that celebrate you. And with the Sun to end the reading, how perfect and positive and beautiful is that, considering we started in this energy? This waiting for the heartache to finish, perhaps waiting for it all to just, perhaps it's something so long in the past but is still dealing with it, and maybe you're wanting, for some people here, just to move forward and not address it, but you are needing to address it in your own time, in your own way. So you'll be a great success, but you will have to go through it to get there. There's lessons to be learned. It's exactly what we just said. And all the right things will come to you in the most unexpected ways. Stay open to the mystery, stay open. Yeah, this is really important for this group. I feel like miracles want to come in for you. And one of my favorite ways to actually invite them in is the mantra, "This is happening for me, not to me," because it speaks that into creation, how it's happening for you. And those results will be delivered to your door. It's crazy. I love it. You're on a journey of discovering your life purpose, and you'll be blessed with more than you can ever imagine, and keep envisioning that. This reading is so full of vision, and not surprising with the big amethyst there. So we also have expand your network. Can see that actually a few times here with the King of Wands talking to these people. I see the High Priestess with these sisters on the beach. I feel like that's all one image, you see. I feel like there's guides, teachers and healers within this group. So whether you're still making your way to that platform or you're looking to expand from that place, we've got expand your network. Link yourself with a network of people who can help inspire you. Home needs TLC. Also cooking at home as well can just be a nice grounding, connecting a feeling rather than eating out. I suppose it's just, yeah, the art of cooking for yourself is, it's very nice. We've got get a reading. I'm not sure how many spots I've got, but there are so many readers out there. You can even read for yourself. Maybe these YouTube readings are all you need and they give you plenty of support. I know that they give me the support when I need them too. Plan your career and create a routine. We'll put them together. A beautiful daily routine. That's what I see here with the Ten of Swords reversed. Actually, it's upright now, and the Fool. It's like really truly recreating the way you go through your day and making it yummy. Make it full of new experiences, or like, perhaps you want to swap out your coffee for something a little bit nicer, like a turmeric drink latte or something like that. Maybe you're wanting to increase your health so that you're looking at the day a little brighter, like having a really healthy start to your day. That's what I'm feeling, like a nice herbal tea or a yoga practice or maybe a meditation or something. But anyway, plan your career as well. With pretty good with expand your network to come together. So there may also be a spiritual development workshop that you're attending or something like this in the future. There's certainly a new opportunity that you're needing to put yourself out there for, but you're also needing to take a bit of time to rest as well. Anything else? The Knight of Swords, lots to learn. The Empress, nurturing. Okay, I Oh yeah, we've got the pendulum for you as well in this reading, I didn't forget. So it's just a yes or no question. If you want to join in, it's up to you. You don't have to. Just use your discernment. Not everyone likes the pendulum. So, can I see a yes, please? And can I see a no, please? Okay, and the answer to group 2's question is that yes or no? We have a maybe. Yeah, I'm not getting a yes or a no. Sorry, group 2. I can't answer that question for you. Yeah, that's an absolute maybe. That is very clear circles. And they were clockwise circles. That may mean something to you. For me, I feel like that just means just keep going. Just keep going. You don't need the answer to that question for whatever reason, but just keep going. And time will tell. Time will tell. Things will show themselves. 23 I saw there as well. Lots of mirroring here. All right, group two. I'll leave it there for you, beautiful people. I hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the citrine tower, and then this one is for you. It's got some beautiful clouds inside, and each way you turn it really shows a different sort of world in there. It's a lovely piece. So citrine linked to the solar plexus, your sense of power, self-control, resilience, creativity as well, your courage, your strength, all of that is there. It's also the stone of prosperity and growth, abundance. Maybe that be financial or emotional, energetic, just an abundance in life, new growth, prosperity, good times, optimism. Might lay that down. So interesting reading with some of the energies I can see on the table. We've got Scorpio is here, so is Leo and Taurus, Libra and Virgo. Yeah. All right. So where am I going to start, group 3? Where am I going to start? I think I should start with the oracle cards, perhaps. I might start with this one, the one you've chosen for this reading. This is the bud, potential, promise, it's about to happen, and keep going. I think I want to start with this because the past energy is you've persevered, you've really pushed here in a certain area. We'll get to all of that, but this first card for the whole reading that I pulled is so perfect and reassuring that all of your hard work is going to pay off, that what you've been working on has a beautiful potential to it, and that things are going to happen. You're encouraged to just keep going and enjoy the blossoming of this experience, and also trusting the timing of it all. I think there's been a bit of an impatience here, so definitely trusting the timing of that bud. The universe that knows when the right time for everything is, and we can't force things. So I think that's a message there as well. But with the citrine crystal as well, it's really beautiful promise of prosperity and the potential that you see. So let's jump into the past energy. We've got the Queen of Swords, it's Death, 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords. This is a bit challenging. I feel like in the recent past with this Queen of Swords, you've called some changes. You've analysed a way that you've been doing something, and it's a way that wasn't working for you before. You've recognised, you've acknowledged, and you've made adjustments. That's what I see here. Those adjustments might not have been easy, and I feel like you've been working at it for some time, and you've been wanting the results perhaps a little quicker than they're coming in. That might be the issue here, because with the Queen of Swords and Death, I feel like that's a lot of effort. I really do. And the 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords is telling me that you might be a little impatient with your own blossoming here, and that it is an ongoing process. It is still happening. Back to the bud, to just keep going. It is about to happen. There may have been challenges along the way, and you may have needed to clear out some friendships or relationships that don't serve you anymore. There's definitely been some cuts here with the Queen of Swords and Death and the Seven of, all of it, right? All of it, whether that's within the way you've been going about something, or maybe no longer dealing with the way someone else is going about something. We've definitely got challenge here, and maybe a little bit overexhausted and expecting to see more results than currently here. Five of Pentacles with the World after it, and see the difference here in energy. I'm really feeling like you are needing the glass half full perspective at this time. I think that's something you're normally good at, but might have been a little disconnected from lately, just because there's maybe been a lack of results or movement, and it's just taking its time. I feel like it's a time thing that's maybe bothering you. Maybe we'll go through. I think as well, you with this card as well, I'm going to pick this up. Return to joy. We're here to experience joy. And again, that does talk to the energy of pushing quite hard and trying to get things moving and along, and not so much enjoying the process of the journey here. This actually reminds me of the Journey of Love Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. There's an image that just looks identical to that. I wonder if it's this. I think it might even be the same artist. I should check that out. It's the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. I'll have to look into that. That really looks like the same artist, even in the other card as well. I'm still getting to know the Sufi Wisdom deck. So, return to joy. Anyway, we'll pick that back up soon. This is just in the split because I wanted to see what's the challenge. What's going on here with this Seven of Swords? Why are you feeling so, Seven of Wands, sorry. Why are you feeling so trapped? Why are you feeling so stuck to it all? Because you're not. It's return to joy, like truly. It doesn't have to be this hard is what I'm feeling here. And so you're looking really at the lack with the Five of Pentacles. You've got all these little guys, they're pointing like that's the way to go, but your earmuffs are on, you're not quite listening to it. You're not, I think you know. Come on, group 3. That's okay. We all get those moments where it's just like, and we want things to be going how we want them to be going, and in the time we want them, but there's more to be seen within this moment that's not worth frumping at, is what I think. I think there's a lot of blessing around you that you can connect to and remember, it doesn't have to be my way. I can find joy in this alternate route or whatever's happening here. Actually, let's pull this card up too. I'm excited for you, even though it feels like, challenging. It's like, I know you've got this. I know my group 3s. Deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. So this is just in the middle of the deck. I've pulled it out for confirmation, and they really do go together because you've got what it takes to deal with a bump in the road or things not going as smooth or as fast as you might like them to go. You've got so much strength and wisdom to respond rather than react to things. And I think that you're just having to move through that acceptance of whatever's happening here or not happening here, and just trust that, if you return to joy and keep going at it, that things are about to happen. This bud is going to bloom. You've got the beautiful, abundant prosperity crystal here with citrine. And when I get confirmation here, look at this person is glowing from the inside out. They are connected to their joy, their sense of purpose. They are learning the lessons. This is that World card, so it's the completion of a hard lesson. And I think it's such a fine line for you, I think, where maybe it's just one thought or just one day that might trip you up, but you do truly know how to connect to the truth of the matter, your own truth in the situation, and not so much worried about what's not happening. You may be feeling a little isolated as well, or disconnected from a certain person you'd like to be connected with, or group of people. I can see that potential here as well. Nine of Pentacles, I'm just wanting to put them back, but the Nine of Pentacles wants to be read, and the 4 as well. We'll take it. I see the 10 of Pentacles there also. So this does look to the bigger picture of your life, but you are I think that group 3's been in this energy for a little while now. You just, like, while other things are growing and are happening for you, you are needing to just focus on what's going on in your own house, in your own mind, in your own cupboards, perhaps, here with the Four of Pentacles, just saving your time, saving your energy, saving your money, saving your resources. You've got an abundance around you, but you're needing to continue to build upon that. Lots to share, lots to be grateful for. Underlying energy of the reading is the Nine of Cups, so celebration. May have a birthday coming up for some people, or a celebration to attend, but what this is mostly talking about is wish fulfillment, which again, with the bud, with return to joy, with the crystal, all of this is so perfect. So it's a nice reading. It starts like challenge, but you're coming through it. You are being your own challenge, perhaps. Felt this last week, I think. I'm not sure, hard to remember. Anyway, the Star, the Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, Magician, and Strength. These are really beautiful cards of clarity, of softening. With the Star card here, this is all about optimism and hope. Again, another beautiful promise from the Bud card, return to joy. With this sense of clarity here and the Page of Cups, I can see that this could be communication with a friend that leads to empowerment in a situation. However, I do also feel like a lot of this is just you seeking your own clarity and leaning into your own truth of a situation, connecting back into that stop and smell the roses energy with this Page of Cups here. It is a creative energy. This person's looking in the water, so there's self-reflection here. And I think you know what that's about, because there's a certain area where you've perhaps been giving your power away, and with just a little bit of clarity, a little bit of an optimistic outlook on the path ahead, you're going to drop out of this and step back into this and keep going forward with this beautiful Strength card. This is really powerful and empowering. You're doing it for yourself. This is all you. It does look like a lightning week ahead. Things are lifting. It's time to absolutely return to joy, and that will be effort on your part. You're going to need to look at the glass half full and perhaps affirm that glass is half full too. We're going to need some affirmations here. Just check back, remember yourself. We've got I am worthy here as well in your personal power deck. So absolutely believing and knowing that you are worthy for anything you want in your life, and to not settle for anything less. We also have I am responsible for my life, which group 1, 2, and 3 all got this card. So I really see the theme throughout all 3 readings this week, where we're stepping into power, we're looking up, we're taking steps. No one's going to do it for us, and we know what to do. So definitely feeling that there with the beautiful Strength and Magician as well. What a powerful combination. I think all 3 readings actually got the Magician and Strength too. So it's a strong collective shift that's happening. You may be feeling it in your own life in this week. Perhaps we've just come off an eclipse. We're still ending a retrograde in Mercury retrograde. There's a bunch of things going on. Yeah, I do feel as well there may be a new opportunity for some people to meet new friends, or to reach out, expand your network in that way with the Ace of Swords, Magician. It's an opportunity you've wanted, so you are encouraged, if you have that opportunity come your way, to go for it. Go for it. Jump out of your comfort zone. Go and meet with new people if that's something that's offered to you here. Page of Cups. New creative endeavors as well. Anything creative, anything new you're called to start, or something creative you're already working on, continue to show up for that project, for that creation. You're feeling called to it, do it. So over the challenge, as soon as I saw the 10 of Cups, I thought, okay, this is an impatience problem. And then we got the 3 of Wands, so I just had to have a little giggle. Of course, that is the challenge. You're waiting for your happy ever after. You're waiting for your fruits of your labor. You're waiting to see, perhaps you're waiting for a marriage proposal. Maybe it's that blatantly obvious. Maybe you're waiting for that special person to show up into your world, or whatever that might be for you, the 10 of Cups. We have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords there as well. It's causing a great deal of anguish and pain while you are waiting for this to happen, which is so sad, because we have the beautiful return to joy card. You know, it doesn't have to be this hard. It doesn't have to be so painful. 1313 I think I saw. No, I don't think it was actually. never mind. Return to joy. We are here to experience joy. Deal with the unexpected. So yeah, we can see here with the Five of Cups, the Three of Swords, this may also have something to do with big change that's coming up in your life, and you're sort of anticipating that big change and what it's going to, like, how's it all going to work out? Might be a little bit overwhelming as well. And I think that it's all of the big things in your future that you're projecting yourself to that is actually causing you more anguish. Even though it's something you want very much, it seems to be causing you more anguish in this present moment than needs be. And it's the present moment that matters the most. So I do feel like it's a time to drop that off and just become present. Just seeing over here, if all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. I do feel like this is the most important takeaway message from this whole reading. Because there's so much beauty, just it's blossoming. It's not waiting to happen. It's happening. It's all a matter of happening. And so each day, trust that you are happening. It is happening. And so happen with it. Does that make sense? Happen with it. Don't just wait for the moment. Just, yeah. Bring fresh flowers into your house. Things like that. Just bring the joy back in. Return to joy. Put on the music. You haven't played a bit of music in the house for a while. Time to cleanse and lift up the vibration of the home, I'm getting for some people here. Maybe you've been spending a lot of nights on the couch and you might need to sage that area. Maybe you've been spending a bit of time just overthinking in a spot. Or maybe even doing lots of work at your computer area or something. Maybe a freshen up of that might be really helpful. But also getting outdoors, I'm going to put that one up as well. Never get so busy that you forget to get outdoors. But I think that's also asking you to stop and smell the roses. Maybe buying yourself some flowers this week and putting them in your home might really uplift you. My friend gave me some sunflowers earlier in the week. Was it? I don't know what day it was now. It all blurs together. But they've been there for nearly a week now, and they're just every day. I can't get over how beautiful they are. They're just so bright. I put them in two separate vases, so I've got like bright yellow on one side of the kitchen and bright yellow on the other side, and just things like that connect me to my joy. So putting something like that, some sort of visual aid in the home to remember, hey, let's just be here in this moment, because we're all just walking to the end. Let's not run there. So yeah, lots of pain and anguish here. There is a sense of needing to release perhaps a betrayal or a serious pain within a friendship as well, and you're just waiting for more happy times perhaps, or maybe waiting for a healing within that connection. Nine of Swords, yeah, overthinking about the vision of the future here. King of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. What's going to help with that? Couldn't be any clearer. The Empress, the Seven of Pentacles. Look at this beautiful green nature. Don't forget to get outdoors. Very strong actually. And the next two cards as well, with the Four of Wands, Three of Cups. Look at this beautiful tree. Look, picking the harvest again. There's like quite the message here about fruits coming in and getting to reap the rewards of your hard efforts and all the nurturing you've done for this specific project or plan. You've got Three of Cups here, which is friendship and reunions, catching up with people you love so much. This could also be a community event you're getting to join. And on the other side of all of that, the Hermit. So while reconnecting with your friend, 1717, that was that one that time, while you may be connecting with friends and looking to grow in different areas, it's also very important to you, I can see, to take your time out to rest as well and enjoy the bit of break time, enjoy a bit of silence, so that your clarity can really come forward, your messages can come through from that place of silence. I like how it's almost like the Empress capping both ends of the reading, because this Hermit is such Empress energy. It's really, really beautiful. I think there's a lot to learn on this current part of your journey about your personal strength, about what you're capable of, just showing up for yourself in ways that are so regal and dependable on you. Like, you can really depend on yourself, and you know that. I think you're looking to increase your finances and really just grow your overall sense of everything in your life. This is really big. And that's what's going to help as well with the pain and the anguish of what you're releasing, a bit of alone time, a bit of healing, a bit of soul searching, connecting back to your joy, seeing everything around you as such an abundance around you, because there really is. There's so much here. There's connection in family with a mother and child. There's obviously the hard efforts of this. It takes an apple tree 7 years to fruit, and this woman has finally received her bounty here. We've got Four of Wands, which is connection to community, and maybe even in a community event getting to come together to celebrate, especially when we see the Three of Cups after it, a birthday celebration. We did see that again with the Nine of Cups. If it's a happy birthday, if it's a birthday for you out there, definitely a happy birthday for you. I hope you celebrate that and everyone around you celebrates you. I do feel that's a pretty strong message. I don't normally get that happy birthday message, but whoever that is, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Then everyone else can say happy birthday too. Would make you a Gemini, wouldn't it? Or maybe you're watching at a different time. Forget about that sometimes. So yeah, grounding, returning to joy. Deal with the unexpected. I want to pull that up again. I think that this could be anything, like treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. So just seeing it as just a chance to maybe perfect your leadership skills, or to face whatever challenge it is that comes up. It truly is an opportunity, and I don't feel like it's going to be major, whatever that is. It really doesn't feel like it's something diabolical at all. If anything, it's just to clear a bit of the dust, or to strengthen a skill you've already got, to refine. It's a good thing. So further guidance, we have the Six of Wands, Two of Cups. So you're sort of climbing up away from this Two of Cups here, I do notice. And then the Ten of Wands is again facing away. So I think there's a message within that. And then we have the Three of Pentacles as well. So a continuum of what we've seen here with the Six of Wands. This is about really trusting in your personal power and the things you want to develop, to take those steps, to continue nurturing, to keep climbing, keep going. You're going to reach the top very soon. This is companionship. It may mean that I think with a lot of what I've seen here, you do need help or you need support. Even if you think you don't, you can do it all on your own. It would be nice to, I think you will benefit from spending some time either with friends you already have, people that love and support you, or putting yourself in communities with people that will love and support you on your journey, like-minded souls here. There's definitely some hard work at going it alone sometimes for group 3. I think you do carry a lot on your shoulders, and it would be a lot nicer to share the load with somebody here. With the Three of Pentacles, I love that she's got paint mess all over her, but she's quite happy with the finished production of what she's created. She looks at her canvas, so like, yeah, I did all right. So it does speak about, you know, it's going to be a bit messy, maybe. It's going to take effort and strain and sweat and whatnot, but it'll be worth it, all the effort you put in. I get for some people this is an exercise. Maybe you're trying to strengthen a part of your body through yoga or Pilates or strenuous exercise even. I think that as well there is a desire to have companionship, whether this is someone you already know for some people. For others, it's a person you're yet to meet, but you feel them in your energy and you are just wondering, when am I going to meet them? When is it going to happen? The message here is to, I think, again, like everything in this reading so far of the Ten of Wands, put some of that burden down and rather just get messy with the creation of whatever's in 2222 on my recording then. That's divine partnership. So whether it's an intimate union with a lover or a friendship or a whole community of people, or the people within your home that you live with, friends, family, housemates, whatever, this is a not shouldering it all by yourself and just letting other people help you, even if that means it's not going to go as fast or whatnot, or however you planned. I think that support would be really good. Collaborations are a good idea right now, to not carry it all on your own. For the outcome energy, we have the Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, my favorite, Four of Cups, and the Hierophant. This is really nice. We've still got a little bit of this pessimism or victim mentality here with the Four of Cups, but it's so minor. I think you overcome that with taking grounded steps. All of this is progression, all of it. Six of Swords is out of here. no more darkness. It's like returning to joy, 100%, connecting to the energies around you that uplift you, the people that uplift you, the music that uplifts you, the colors in your home, or the colors that you wear. I think it's in the little things here this week. It's bring it in. One step at a time. Nurture your belly, nurture your body. This is obviously because it's got a veggie garden here, but this is also about the perseverance and your hard work paying off. Again, doubling back over to the bud card. It takes a while to get your harvest. Again, with the apple tree as well, there's so much here about just keep going. It's happening. Don't think that it's not. Don't worry about all the efforts that didn't work or whatnot. Just keep going. Your cup is coming. The Hierophant is here as well, which is that next level. It's like a higher commitment. It can talk about a marriage. It can also talk about stepping into roles of teaching or leadership in that way as well. Maybe it's getting your business up online and taking clients for the first time. Whatever it is, whatever it is, your hard work is paying off, and you're being reminded to not be so pessimistic or negative about it, because if all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones, and the small ones are wrapped up in the unexpected delays and all of those things. They happen for you. It's not to you. It's an opportunity. Hi. Feel that so strong, and challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges, because you got this and you know. Be willing to let go of everything you once thought to be true, and take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. And the self-love prompts we have is start a side hustle. We can see that here for those wanting to get a business up off the ground, to take those steps. One step at a time. Root chakra, same energy. It's grounded, it's here, it's now, it's returning to joy, it's connected to what you're doing. It's a great sense of presence. The root chakra is it's here. It's your sense of security. It's you being dependable. It's so important. It's so good. We've got make new friends. We've got the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands here with what will help. The Empress, I'm seeing a woman's circle here, or something feminine. It may not be feminine, but it does look very feminine. Or it might just be a creative workshop or something that you can join, or something about marketing your business, or something about this. There's a lot here to do with personal growth, development and expansion. And that comes from networking and meeting other people. So make new friends. Same with avoid toxic people. Maybe there's a bit of a clear out happening here. I can see that there has been some cuts back there at the start with the Queen of Swords and the Death card. You may be adjusting to what it feels like with that extra space in your world. And maybe the extra peace. Give less fucks. The less you give a fuck, the happier you will be. That speaks for itself. And get outdoors. I think we saw that before. There's lots of outdoors energy here. Just remembering, even if it's just a conscious walk to clear yourself at the end of the day, I think that's a really beautiful practice. If you can have the time for that, if your life allows it, that's wonderful. But and then we'll go over to the pendulum, the last bit for your reading. So just as always, use your discernment with the pendulum. It's up to you if you want to join this part of the reading. So just hold your question in your heart and I will check, see what happens. So can I see a yes, please? And can I see a no? Thank you. Can I see the answer to Group 3's question? The answer to Group 3's question. You can feel it turning. So give it time. Answer to Group 3's question. Oh. It is a yes for Group 3. Your question, yeah, that's a yes. I was just checking because Group 2 got a no answer. We got a full round maybe. But yeah, so that was, I was wondering if it was going that way, but it wasn't. It went to yes. So the answer is a yes, but like I said, take it or leave it, up to you with that one. don't even know how I feel about the pendulum myself. I mean, I feel the connection, but it's still something I don't give too much to anyway. Don't give it too much credit. So anyway, I think that's all I have for you, group 3. This reading, anything else? Always want to give you more. Group 3, four of Swords, Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Give yourself the time to embrace the change. Growth is happening. Growth is happening. Yeah, free-spiritedness, expansion, it's all here. Okay, group 3, that's all I have for you, beautiful people. I hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.